always had a bad time every time you flash your name. Always leaving, then you got me chasing you like I'm the one to blame. Oh, I think you're so rude, don't wanna fight you, but you don't ever take a break, 'cause you love drama, forget the karma, no, you don't ever take a break. It's always about you, always about you. Oh, I don't wanna fight you, but now you're so rude, 'cause you love drama. So easy, but now I can't even get through to your mind, 'cause you don't wanna listen. I know everything about you, it's hard for you to be true. Oh, funny how it changed in a matter of time. Phone is ringing, always had a bad time every time you flash your name. Always leaving, then you got me chasing you like I'm the one to blame. Oh, I think you're so rude, don't wanna fight you, but you don't ever take a break, 'cause you love drama, forget the karma, no, you don't ever take a break. It's always about you, always about you. Oh, I don't wanna fight you, and now you're so rude, 'cause you love drama. I could dry out in the sun for you, follow the deep dark ocean down. For you I'd build the biggest kite and spend all of my time giggling. Daydreaming is my new middle name. This is not a game for me. Imagining is my new best friend, and ready's all I see. I got a PhD in love. Every step, every breath for you. My head's up over the clouds for you. If there's a valley, I build a bridge so that you could get by. Or I'd bridge so we could fly. Daydreaming is my new middle name. This is not a game for me. Imagining is my new best friend, and raise all I see. I got a PhD in love. My heart covers every degree, but there's no guarantee in love. No, we just have to wait and see. Daydreaming is my new middle name. This is not a game for me. Imagine morning has broken, my windows are open. Wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens tomorrow? I turn to you and hope you can guide the way. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I'm lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. In times that are changing and when hope is fading, I know I can turn to your embrace. 'Cause there's so much beauty under your heaven, and I'm grateful every day. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I'm lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I lean on you and I'm lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left my heart open so you hear my How many smiles does it take to be happy? How many times do you have to feel lonely before you get the chance to meet someone? Before you get to meet someone like you? How many songs can you write about heartbreak? How to go when you're fed up with mistakes? Maybe I just found the answers. Maybe I just found the answers in you. Come give me all your love. I want you to know we can make it together. Let the wind blow. All we need is each other. Come take my hand. You're all that I have now. I won't let you go. 'Cause I found all the answers in you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Take me away. I'm okay if I got you. We don't have to stay. We can do what we want to. Just give a little bit of your heart. Give a little bit of your heart to me. All of my scars start to heal when I'm with you, and I can't explain how I feel when I'm with you. Just give a little bit of your heart. Give a little bit of your heart to me. Just come give me all your love. I want you to know we can make it together. Let the wind blow. All we need is each other. Come take my hand. You're all that I have now. I won't let you go. 'Cause I found all the answers in you. Ooh, 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 take me away. I'm okay if I got you. We don't have to stay. We can do what we want to. Baby, I just found the answers. Baby, I just found the answers in you.